Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we are looking at the top 5 win rate decks of mid-September 2023. So what does that mean? That means that we have gone over to Untapped GG. We have filtered up the list and taken a look at, since the beginning of the new meta on September 5th, which decks have had the highest win rate. If you are interested to find out, stick around to see more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, Intergalactic Voodoo Daddy, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you once again from my secret underground headquarters. And today I'm bringing to you the top 5 win rate decks of mid-September 2023. What is so special about this? I don't like playing the decks that everybody's playing, all of those super common, stupid decks that totally kick ass. And this is my one time per month when we get to play those. It's so boring, yet on the other hand, each deck is super powerful and it does win very quickly. And so if you're looking to rank, these might be the decks for you. All right, so where do I get this list from? I get it from Untapped GG. I did actually pay for the accelerated account. And so we do have information that goes up until the, whatever it is, the mythic or the diamond rating there. Let me just pull this up, see what we're looking at. We are paying for, mythic, right? So this is it, man. It goes all the way up to the top. It's everything from September 5th first. These are your current meta since the rotation into Wilds of Eldraine. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the top 5, 4 of which are from Tier 1, 1 of which is from Tier 2. And the good news is that things are swizzled around from last month. I can tell you, looking at the previous month, it gets really dull because, it's the same 5 decks showing up pretty much every month. Good news, it's not the same 5 decks from last month. It's a slightly different list. Things are jerking around. Things that were below the top 5 have made their way into the top 5. The big question is where's Mono White Humans going to go? Because that thing has been on the top of the list since like January. All right, so let's go out and do that. Before we do, let's say our prayers and talk about what's best in life. Dear Black King Toxroll, who dwells within the dark chambers of our heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentation of the women. And now, number 5. All right, we're playing against Miagimoto. Eep. What are we playing here? Let's go ahead and just do this. Pick Human. Get outside, initiate. All right, and we'll put out a Vanguard. Send that guy in with 2. A lot of initiates going on there. He's got some protection. Oh, mono red. I'm expecting to see some lightning strikes being laid out here. I'd really like to get the Coppercroak Vanguard. Yeah, there we go. I can say above the threshold of where he can be killed so easily. I'll do this. It's fine. He can definitely help teach those initiates what's going on. What's what. Apparently not, though. Well, they have to play this game. Come on, mana. There we go. Alright, you help the other dude out. There we are. See, so your squeeze, he's only got, what do you got in the graveyard there? 2 things, including squeeze. So you got to put at least another 3 more cards in there. What am I up to? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 2 more makes it 9. I'm just going to go for the throat. Oh, is that going to be there? No, it's only like 10, isn't it? Down to 2. All right, hopefully it won't burn the board down to the ground. That would be bad. That's a guy. And we win! In your face, Mono Red. In your face. All right, so we're looking at number 5 on the list for this month, Naya Humans. Seeing that, this is excitingly a change in the meta. It's dropped from number 3 last month in August to number 5. So in your face, Naya Humans. It's nice to see things actually change from month to month. So the thing is, though, this is pretty much the same lineup, right? We don't have any changes. This is all old tech right here. Nothing new from Wilds of Eldraine. So it just means that awesome decks from the previous meta are still awesome decks. What makes this deck stand out? Well, what's nice is that you got Helena Alana. I mean, that's the only reason why we have red in here is for Helena and Alana. And what's great is that if you can get some pluses on her, she can then get some additional pluses on everything else. I mean, what's nice is you mix her with, or I shouldn't say her, but them, because there are multiples, up with Coppercoat Vanguard, because they're humans and he's a human. He passes out pluses to humans. That means that they can put an additional, 3 counters on rather than 2. Who else pumps things up to a certain degree? I don't know. Nobody in particular. I guess you would too. The Sigarda, not a human. Anyways, but human travel, that's cool. Multiple colors, that's cool. Essentially, it's Selesnya, with just, you're just using maybe, you do have a little bit of red, just a tiny bit here. Plus, you got the secluded courtyard. We can pick human that'll pay for it as well. It's all good. Skrelv's a weird mix to put in these decks, but it does such a good job of protecting your creatures. Because I'd much rather lose Skrelv than lose Helena Alana or Adeline or Sigarda, who's in there just to make sure that everybody else is doing their job. The other weird choice here is Melara. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Because she has no purpose but to help you out against poison, right? And I guess there's enough poison in the meta that you need to worry about it. But I mean, that's really kind of tying it into something. I would probably swap this out for somebody else, somebody cooler. But this is what the deck is. Number 5 for August. Naya Humans. And we're playing against Halfire. Halfire. All right. Keep. All right, we got lots going on with the mana that we have. That is perfect. Oh, I'm so happy to be playing Mono Red Aggro. Top win rate decks, this thing's been like number 6 for like the last 3 months. And I love this deck. One thing I like about this particular version is one of the actual rare ones that actually has Wilds of Eldraine cards in it. Everything else has been pretty old still, holding the meta together. This guy's going to be putting on a show over there at Maestro's Theater. All right, 2. Let's just go ahead and feld on this thing. You gained a life. You can start killing my dudes. I'll kill your dudes. All right, let's throw that one out. How much does this cost? 4. All right, so with her, I need 5. Let's just put her out there. It's fine. I don't want to wait. I have no patience for this. Inner Goblin, go! Hope I get a creature next turn. What are you going to do? Try to pin somebody else down? That gives you somebody to shoot. Alright, that's all we're doing here, huh? In your face! There's nothing I can do with 4 that I can't. If I can get a 4th one, I can actually play it and get a couple more dudes out there, which would be nice. All right, he's at 8. What does our pal here do? I don't have anybody coming in. Still, he's a 3/3. He's got haste. Let's just do it. All right, he's flying too. That's great. Did we just win? Apparently so. Boom, boom, goes the room. Victory. All right, so having slid off the top 5 list for the past, 2 or 3 months, it's back, baby. Number 4, Mono Red Aggro. And one of the greatest things about this particular version of the deck, it actually has a Wilds of Eldraine card in it. Wilds of Eldraine has been out since September 5th. And for right now, this is, I believe, the only card that has made its way into the top 5, according to Untapped GG. Godric the Cloaked Reveler. So, good for you. Good for you. You are the first, probably of many, but you're here. So it's great to see Mono Red Aggro back. In my opinion, it's the only deck worth playing of the top 5 win rate decks there. But this one is at number 4. I feel like it's going to fall like its previous versions off the list as other things start to get in the way. Pretty much whatever combination of mono white human you can play, whether it's Azorius human or Boros human or Naya human or Selesnya human, those are all going to be in your top 5 list. I'm really hoping that Wild Legends get its feeding in the meta and actually can take over those top 5 slots. I'm not sure that we've got anything yet. I mean, there's some good cards. I think there's some stuff going on. But yeah, just that core of mono white humans, aka mono white soldier humans, is what is so tough to beat on an aggro level right now. This deck is none of the above, which is why I think it's fantastic. All right, so the biggest problem with this deck, is that another Monstrous Rage? Yep, it is. Oh, there's 2 cards in here. 2 cards. But anyway, so we got Kumano, Swift Sphere, Phoenix Chick, Play with Fire, Bloodthirsty Adversary, Feldon, Lightning Strike, Squee, Chandra. That is just nonstop mono red aggro as it's been since like the beginning of the year. It's just the core of it. The fact that we got Monstrous Rage and it gives a monster roll, that's fantastic. And Godric the Cloak Reveler, which turns him into a dragon and stuff too. Yeah, I'm down with that, G. This guy, he knows how to rock in a nice hasty way, and he only costs 3. He's pretty fantastic. He kind of looks like a vampire. That kind of reminds me of a party over there at the St. Gear House or whatever. But he's not. He's just got some sort of weird crown on. And no pupils in his eyeballs, apparently. So anyways, this one is hasty. This one is fast, and the game's over before people have the ability to do anything about it. What's to say? You've seen this 1,000 times. This is a fantastic deck. I hope it sticks around for a while. I'm not going to hold my breath, though. Number 4, Mono Red Aggro. And we're playing against that James Howard. That James Howard guy. Alright, keep Esper Legends, huh? Alright, so fewer lands, cool. I gotta get the black one out next. Coming after you, brah. You want to kill it? I got a second one. Alright, so we're playing Selesnya enchantments then. Alright, let's give up on that Shouldered. Hate doing that, but we're doing it. Thank you. Murder, murder, kill, kill. All in. Discard 2 cards, huh? Alright, now he's got a guy out. Pitiful weak. Horrible guy. Alright, let's punish him for drawing cards. It's one of my favorite things to do. Let's put it on the flyer. What do we got going? Is this a 3? I don't... No, that's fine. I need to bounce something back here. Obviously, he's going to put an enchantment out. Alright, so he's down to 4 life. Shouldered is going to hurt him. He's going to go after... I should maybe see who's going to target... I can't bounce it right now. I need to have 4 mana to bounce. Yeah, this guy's got to go, unfortunately. Alright, we got to kill the life gainer. Let's go for the attack. I think we could just win here. Fine, we'll give up on Shoulder. Shoulder was win our future force. Let's get rid of this guy. Just in case something happens. And we win! In your face, enchantment deck. In your face! Alright, so here we are with Esper Legends. And I'm thinking, where did this come from? Because Esper Legends, I think it was on the list maybe at the beginning of the year, and it's been off for a long time. And if we look at the cards that are in this deck, there is nothing new. There's nothing new in here. So therefore, why? Why did this one come raging back in? I don't know. I mean, it got its 3rd place in September with the highest win rate. I don't know why this deck has suddenly become so popular, and I mean, because it's good. I mean, that's why. But like, how can it beat out all these other decks that have just knocked it off the list months ago? So yeah, Esper Legends is back, baby. Esper Legends is back. I would have really liked to have seen some Wilds of Eldraine Legends get in here. I haven't looked to it myself. I mean, it's definitely something you could do. It's got a great core, and it doesn't really synergize with each other too much, other than the fact that, well, I don't know. I don't see any really big legendary synergies coming on here. So it's strange, because usually if you got a good legendary core, it's you're doing something with legends. Is it Rona? Okay, yeah, maybe Rona is the only synergy here. all you have to do is put out other legends to really make that happen. There's nothing else going on here that's really going to matter that much as far as things being legendary. Like, why would you have 4 Sholdreds if you can't play them because they're legendary cards? It just seems like a weird way to go. So I don't know why this deck tech works so well. It seems like you got too many of individual cards that there just shouldn't be that many of them. And there's not enough synergy going on to make it worthwhile. But yet here we are with the 3rd best deck in the meta today, Esper Legends. And we're playing against ktribou. Keep, I guess. What are we playing against here? Soldiers. We're playing with soldiers, so it doesn't matter what we play here. Let's throw this guy out, and we'll say soldiers. Pump! Alright, 3 mana, we get out the Siege Veterans. Soldiers. There we go. Alright, you want to kill a guy? You can do so. Have a good time. I will murder you! All right, we're coming in. We got him back down to 20. Did I tell you how much I hate you? So much. All right, 16. We've recovered pretty well. I should have left another mana open so we could have done the reinforcements and got him attacking. Back up to 22. See if we can pin him down a little bit this way. All right, 13. So you go for more life gain. We can try to wipe the board again. I'm coming after you, Mr. Tribou. Answer me, your rainbow butt. All right, so somebody's going to die here against a 6/6. Is this enough to kill everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think we got it. We're just going to all attack in. Let's spread the wealth out a little bit. Doesn't really matter where it goes. There we are. Kill a 3. There we go. No math. I kind of did some math, but sort of math. Victory. And we're looking at number 2 this month, Azorius Soldiers. This is up from number 4 last month. This month, Azorius Soldiers has beat out Naya Humans, which was number 3 last month, and Mono White Soldiers. Mono White Soldiers didn't even make the list. What happened to poor Mono White Soldiers? that probably cleared the way for Esper Legends to come back. But so yeah, number 2, Azorius Soldiers. I think I've seen Azorius Soldiers as number 2 a few months back. You know, it's a good place for it. It's a strong deck. The biggest thing is it's got that nice bomb in the Harbin, the Vanguard Aviator, just because you get a bunch of dudes out. Then all you have to do is throw this guy out, at which point they all get flying and +1/+1. You know, it's kind of like a planeswalker practically, except for it doesn't cost you anything. It just costs you 2 to put it out, and there's no loyalty effects or anything we have to worry about. But yeah, he gives all your dudes flying until the end of the turn. It's like whenever you attack with 5 or more soldiers. This guy is the living, beating heart of why this deck's so good. Because otherwise, it's pretty much just mono-white soldier is what you're looking at here. Human soldier, non-human soldier, 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 soldier. This is one of them. Can I get nope soldiers? So yeah, this mono-white soldier with just a bomb on it, and this weird guy that's in there for very little reason. He's got flying. He creates other dudes. There's a lot of value there. You know, he's pretty decent unto itself. I mean, obviously, if you got blue, you should play Sky Strike Officer. He doesn't synergize too well with anything else other than the fact that he's just yet another soldier that the Vanguard Aviator is capable of working with. I like Muriel in this deck. I think it works out very well. So anyways, there we go. It's number 2, Azorius Soldiers. Up against JanusIgnis. Is it JanusIgnis? Alright, we're going to try 2 mana. We just need to pick up a 3rd some way. All right, my friend. Throw out a card. Don't make me touch your fox. All right, 2 means Thalia. And all in for 1. All right, things are much more expensive. We're still looking for another mana. All right, come on. Janus. All right, 3. I'm going to go for Nadalin. All right, 14. He's getting ready to start countering stuff finally. Nope. In we go. In we go. All right, down to 6. He would have been toast if you wouldn't have gotten rid of that guy. And we win. I guess I'm happy. Victory! And at number 1, it's Mono White Humans. What was the last month? Number 1, Mono White Humans. The month before that, number 1, Mono White Human. And for like 100 months before that, number 1, Mono White Humans. Has there been any change with Wilds of Eldraine? Nope. It's the same cards. So my biggest hope with rotating into Wilds of Eldraine would be that we would get something else at Mono 1. You know, I number 1. I'd like to see this one drop down to like, I don't know, 3rd, 4th place. That'd be great. Just so we get some variety coming on here. But nope, Mono White Humans still holding it down. Still punching people in the face. What's so good about this deck? I mean, it's the core of what makes all the other human and soldier decks great. You know, you got all those guys that work together. The Copper Coat Vanguard, Brutal Cathar for pinning people down, Adeline for pushing out additional dudes. This particular deck, you know, Thalia's in all these ones as well because she helps to make it so it's expensive for people to play things. This one plays with ossification, which is, you know, it's exile. There's a lot of things where things go to the graveyard occurs. Maybe you can replay it or you can, you know, dig it out and do something with it. Ossification makes sure that's not going to happen. This particular version likes to play with the Hopeful Initiate. One thing that's nice, I always forget about it. As long as you got counters on creatures you control, you could pay 3 to use it to destroy target artifact or enchantment. And so if we got the ability to grow some counters, which is not a lot, but if you do, then yeah, you can use this guy for doing disenchants, which is not bad. This guy comes out super cheap because you can convoke, and you can have lots of cheap creatures to get this guy out as a 4/4. And then you get to do a little bit of card draw and putting out, was it? You may and reveal, put in your hand, and shuffle, which just helps you keep in that wave of soldiers going forward. My big problem with this deck when I was playing it a little bit ago was board wipes. You know, you'd be just throwing out your guys, just throwing them out like crazy, and they would board wipe. And then luckily, this thing just puts out tons more creatures, so you just keep it going. But that's just how, if you're going up against a mono white deck, if you're playing against these things with a bunch of aggro, board wipe. Board wipe is going to be your friend. All right, so disappointingly, once again, number 1 for this month is Mono White Humans. And here it is for September 2023, your top 5 win rate decks. I gotta tell you, man, I am so disappointed that Mono White Humans is still holding us together. And the thing is, it's not like enhanced with Wilds of Eldraine Mono White Humans. It's just the same old one that's been holding this thing together month after month after month. I mean, it's a great deck, but variety is the spice of life. It's the reason why I picked Standard. And I blame the lack of rotating out the older sets behind why this thing is still holding together the way it is. It's the biggest thing that I love is the fact that Mono Red Aggro's back on the list, and it had 2 Wilds of Eldraine card into it. Fantastic. That's actually seen some progress, man. That's what I want to see. So I know we got to wait like a whole nother year for stuff to finally drop out of the current, bank of cards, the current standard, so we can see a bunch of these things go away. I would hate to see Mono White Humans at the top of the list for another 12 months. All right, so I guess that's it. You guys enjoy. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.